episode of 1923 Main Street.
Home of everything to do with Disney travel in style. We are your hosts.
I am Mike Braddock.
And I'm Amelia Braddock. And today, the 5 best fabrics to wear to Walt Disney World in a hot, humid summer, and some that you should absolutely avoid.
Yeah, you know, we talk a lot about what to pack, what to wear, but we're going one step further this week because the fabric of the clothes you wear can have a huge difference on your comfort level.
It actually has more of a difference than you think.
And you know, this really applies to any hot and humid destination. But if you're heading to Walt Disney World in Florida, in Orlando, in summer, so July, August, let us tell you from experienced travelers who go there every summer, these are important things to pay attention to because they can be make or break, really. So we're going to give you our top 5 fabrics and why they're good. And then, as Amelia said, 4 things you really want to avoid in hot and humid weather. So let's jump right in. These are not in any particular order. Some you're going to know, some you're not. You know, there's some interesting ones here. So let's dive in.
Starting with a classic one, I think anybody could have guessed this, cotton. Cotton, always mentioned as a summer fabric, but of course, this is for good reason. Cotton is a natural fabric, so it's breathable and it's lightweight, which basically allows the air to move around the body, which is what you want. It also does a really good job of absorbing moisture because it is natural. It's a plant. It's made from plants, so it helps to keep sweat off your skin and prevents getting like rashes or a really annoying irritation that you get from some other fabrics.
Hot, humid irritation. We talk about Gold Bond powder a lot. Is something you do not want. And you know, we talked in some past episodes, pay attention to this as well when you're picking out your cotton clothing. There are different weights of cotton, right? So there are those ultra light weights, there are heavier weights. So just cotton generally is good, but you can go even better with a really lightweight cotton, let's say if it's a t-shirt. So yeah, why is it good? Breathable, soft, absorbs moisture, so reduces your sweat buildup, let's just say.
Yeah, it kind of keeps the comfort level,
which
is really what it's all about.
Number 2 on the list is one you often talk about, and I'm going to say...
I guessed it right away when you asked me.
I've tried this one for this reason. For me, I don't like the feel of it. But if you like this fabric, then it is a good one to wear in hot, humid weather. And what are we talking about?
Number 2 on our list is linen.
Yep, another excellent choice.
Linen, definitely, especially this summer, is all the rage. It's all the trend all over Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok. All of those influencers, they are pumping out the linen right now. But honestly, not for no reason. Linen, it's lightweight. It's very breathable. It's good in hot and humid climates. Sometimes you have one that's good for humidity or good for heat. It's good for both. I will say that wearing a linen dress in March, even though it wasn't that bad, was one of the more comfortable days.
And you may not know that linen is made from flax fibers, right? So flax is often thought of as food.
I did not know that, but...
So yeah, it's moisture wicking, and it's usually one of the main reasons is it's sort of a loose weave, right? It almost looks like...
Well, so you could stick a pin in there and make a run.
Yeah, I mean, it's not burlap, but it's that same idea. So it really lets,
It's like burlap with really thin, nicer
upscale
fibers.
Burlap. But the point being, air can really circulate around you. That's what you want, you know?
Yeah, well, everyone's all crazy about old money, shirts, pants. Everything is all linen right now.
You know, what you don't want is to be like, have you ever been in hot, humid weather inside a tent with no air movement? That's what you don't want. So a lot of these top picks are things that give you that. That's why they're great picks.
No, I've purchased a number of linen pieces for this summer, so I will endorse linen. I think it's a good choice.
Now, the third of the top 5 is one you may not have even known exists. It does. It's up and coming. I really want to try this personally. I have not. And it is what?
Bamboo.
Yeah, it's relatively new. You know, bamboo's making a comeback.
I didn't know they made clothes, but...
Yeah, because bamboo grows fast, right? It's a good sustainable fabric. It's not widely available, but it is. Like, if you search bamboo clothing, you're going to find tons of it. And there are lots of tops, shorts, everything. And the reason it's good is it's really soft, it's breathable, it has natural moisture wicking properties, and antibacterial properties, which I know you will like. Yeah, exactly.
How does it have antibacterial properties?
It's just one of the natural qualities of bamboo itself. So It's a really good choice in hot, humid conditions, so they say. Again, this one I have not worn, so the others I've pretty much
I've also
tried them
not
on.
tried it. If you have tried it, let us know. I'm very interested in bamboo as a fabric.
I want to get some and try it out. The next one on the list is one that when you hear the name, you think it's going to be bad just because it sounds like one of the ones on the 4 to avoid. And that is rayon.
Yeah, rayon is usually one of the fabrics that I think I call in the 10 to 20 range. I've rarely seen rayon be more than 20% of a piece of clothing.
Yeah, it's
Like
a
if you look at its composition.
semi-synthetic, right, fiber, but it's made from natural fibers. It's known for being lightweight and breathable. Again, that's what you want. That's why it's a good choice. It sort of drapes, I don't like the clothing like this, but if you do, it's a good pick. It sort of drapes, sort of hangs loosely on you, but not like the lightweight cotton.
I've never seen anything 100% rayon, I don't think.
But it's absorption and moisture wicking and, all the things that you want. So it's
those good things.
But here's what I'll say about rayon. There's an asterisk on this one. There's mixed views on it, but it is still a top pick. But personally, my recommendation for anything rayon, if you want to pack it for not daytime in the parks. Not, of the 5 on this list, this would be number 5, I would say. But if you want to pack something for evening or, even cooler time of the day, so early morning or evening, that's when your rayon pick might be good. Like if you're having a dress to go out at night or like some event at a hotel. But not a good pick, I would say, for the parks, personally, just on my experience.
I don't know. I think it's better in smaller quantities. I'm trying to imagine what like a dress or anything made fully of rayon would be. It's just not working for me personally. But if you've tried it, if you like it, go for it.
And number 5, I think, is really, really cool. Some people own this and don't even know. Chambray. Just such a great pick. It's often mistaken for denim. So that's the first clue of what chambray looks like. They have chambray shorts and shirts and everything, and really cute ones, I'd say, for women as well. It's more, I don't know, a guy in chambray shorts might look a little bit weird personally, but it's really light and breathable, and it's a great choice if you want the denim look in a hot, humid summer.
Well, it's cotton-based.
Exactly. So there you go. Chambray but it's sturdy. It gives you the sort of sturdiness of denim and the lightness of cotton, right?
It's basically
it's
a subsidiary of cotton.
Of cotton, yeah. So it really is best of both worlds. So check that out there's a lot of cool clothes made out of chambray, like I said, tops and everything. So do a search for that. You
always have to consider what's going to, dry the fastest too, because it might be cool when dry. But if you get it wet in the rain on a water ride and now you're sitting with soaking wet denim or chambray.
Well, chambray's lighter, so
I was going to say
it will dry faster.
It's a better alternative.
It's a much better. I mean, jean shorts in the summer, I know people do it, but
they're very cute.
Try this instead because they make some that quite look like jean shorts because it looks like denim.
They're very cute. Just don't get them wet.
All right. Those 5 to consider. So start looking at your labels and thinking about each thing. Now, when you're doing that, if any of these 4 show up, do not pack them unless you're wearing them at night indoors in the air conditioning. That's what I would say. Not in the summer. If you're going in the winter, spring, late fall, maybe. Hot, humid summer in Orlando, Florida, or anywhere, these 4 are the bad 4.
Yes, the same thing as we started off with cotton. I'm sure you can guess our number 1 pick for the worst fabrics. Polyester.
Yeah, it's got a well-earned, notorious reputation.
I hate polyester.
The reason is it's not breathable, so it traps the heat and moisture right next to you. Like that tent analogy I was talking about, it's like that. So it's a bad choice if it's hot and humid.
I would rather
not a bad choice if it's cold.
I would rather wear a black cotton t-shirt than a polyester tank top.
And polyester, it's activewear, sporting wear, right? But they're not using it the same way you would be 6 hours in a Disney park, right? So it's best avoided for a steamy Florida summer, definitely in the parks. Again, if you're indoors at night in air conditioning, okay, that's a different scenario altogether. So avoid polyester.
It's just, for the most part, it makes me annoying because it's so sticky. It'll stick to you when you get sweaty, and it'll just keep going back to the same part. And it's very irritating. It's just like a nuisance in the background. But when you've been at a Disney park for hours and it's hot and it's humid and maybe it's raining, and especially if you have kids or other things going on, you don't need your outfit to be the thing that's annoying you.
And number 2 is a similar one with similar qualities. Nylon. Not a very breathable fabric at all. And it has qualities exactly as you just described as well. It traps heat and moisture against your skin. It's, discomforting. And again, you can get lots of skin rashes and irritation if you're prone to that if you're wearing nylon in Disney World summer heat. Again, it's good for activewear, right? Things like that.
Yeah. I will say the thing about activewear is that it's good. You want, especially the quick dry shorts, all of that stuff is good on the water rides. But if you're not planning on getting wet, I would almost avoid it. I know it's all the rage. Everyone and their mother is wearing some sort of, Lululemon or Aritzia, whatever, any type of really quick dry activewear out there. It's very, very common. But if you have the wrong kind of fabric of activewear, it can be very annoying.
And it's about the blends, right? So It is often blended. So
it's not just like activewear as a general statement. They're all different.
Or any one of these things.
Yeah,
so
they're all different, really.
As long as they're not the dominant percentage of the clothing. That's really what we're talking about here.
Yeah,
if it's 10% polyester, it might be okay. If it's 80% polyester, probably not a good choice.
Yeah, because, I find spandex is pretty good. Not top 5, but typically for me, I find spandex not a problem, but nylon, it's more annoying, even though they're they're using the same sort of clothes.
Number 3, another synthetic fabric is acrylic. And, again, typically used in cooler weather because it's an insulator. So a lot of these ones do the opposite. They don't breathe. They keep the heat in. You don't want that.
So interesting to me, these things that we use in clothes, because you see acrylic and I think acrylic paint.
Yeah, well,
that's what I think right away.
Well, look at flax, like flaxseed or flaxseed oil, but it's also used to make linen. So, it's amazing the wonders of, what we can do with all these different things. So acrylic, one to avoid. Now the 4th one to avoid, some people actually think is good, but it's not.
Well, there are good qualities about it, but it's not the right choice for a Disney World vacation.
It's similar to my other comments. If you bring this one and you're going out, if you're inside a hotel at night and it's air conditioned, okay, or a restaurant or something, but do not wear this in Walt Disney World, Orlando, Florida, in the day to a park, walking around. What is it?
No one guesses it because it doesn't necessarily trap heat, just makes it incredibly more uncomfortable. Silk.
Yeah. A lot of people think it's good. It's not. It is lightweight, and it does feel, light and luxurious.
It's lightweight, it's delicate.
And
it does absorb moisture. But now you just have that moisture on your body instead of in your body.
Because it's not moisture absorbing and breathable. It's moisture absorbing and sticks to you. And you don't want...
It's like walking around in a wet bathing suit.
We all know that feel. Yeah, exactly. Walking around the park and your shirt is sticking to you and you got to pull it off. It is so annoying.
And I love silk. I will say I'm a silk person, but more so in, the fall, the winter... When wearing silk is like wearing the cool side of your pillow, it's not going to have that effect in the middle of the summer.
It is the opposite of quick drying as well.
And
it's
also,
slow drying.
If you own silk, this is not going to be good for your silk. It's going to ruin your silk clothing.
That's another good
maybe
point.
not ruin, but not keep it as nice as I'm sure you want it.
So there you have it, our top picks: cotton, linen, bamboo, rayon, and chambray, and avoid polyester, nylon, acrylic, and silks. And then, of course, there are the general tips that really apply to all these things that you should always do in a hot, humid summer.
Yeah, choose light colors. You want to make sure that your clothing is breathable. Loose fabrics are always fun for girls, or whatever. Loose skirts, dresses, always a good thing. Better than shorts. Layer wisely. Make sure that if you are wearing something heavier, you have something underneath.
Yeah, and even consider these things when you're layering. We're talking about layering. I don't necessarily need to do this, but some people, even in our family, are more sensitive to the chill of the air conditioning on a Disney bus, for example, and they want to bring a layer for those situations. Just consider all these things about what are you layering with as well.
And obviously, activewear is always going to be at Disney World. Just pay attention to the fabric that you are wearing.
Yeah, so there you have it. Some of these things will keep you cooler, but the main thing is the breathability and comfort, and you want to get the most you can because, let's face it, it's oppressive heat often in Florida. That's just the way it is. We still like going then, but
it's a fun time.
At least you can help yourself a little bit by considering these things when you're packing. So look at those labels and give yourself a break, especially your little ones, right? You don't want to put them into
makes more of a
something.
difference than you think.
It absolutely does. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. As always, follow along on social media at 1923 Main Street. Visit us online at 1923mainstreet.com. We will see you again next week and have a magical day.
Bye-bye.